Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm about to show you how you can root your OnePlus device. I'm going to be rooting my OnePlus 13s, so you can root any of these. The root method I'm going to show you is going to be working on a stock ROM. So I'm not showing you to root on custom ROM, but on stock ROM and using KernelSU, not Magisk. Magisk is fairly easy, just install an ADB sideload Magisk APK from recovery. But for KernelSU, you have to do a couple of tinkering here and there. So you want to make sure to stick with me till the very end. The first disclaimer that I want to give you is this method is only possible if you have unlocked your bootloader. So I'm assuming that you must have already unlocked your bootloader, right? So I will not get to that. If you want to learn how to unlock it, I'll make sure to drop a direct link in the description box as well. Now, next thing we want to do is we want to enable USB debugging and developer options. To do that, simply open settings. Let's go to about phone and let's try to go to our version info and multiple tap on version number to enable developer options. Now once we've enabled developer options, come to system update. Here go to developer options and we will simply go ahead and then turn this feature on right here. Now what we will do is we have to check our OxygenOS version because we have to download a init boot file from the server. So I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing to check is go to your about device and check your version number. So you have to be very careful on version number because you have to download the file corresponding to your version number. If you try to download and flash a lower file, then that might result in a break. So be very careful and do this upon your own risk as well. So mine is 16.0.7.200. So next thing you want to do is open your browser and go to this website called roms.danielspringer.at. This is the official site to download the OnePlus firmwares and all the stock images as well. So I'll make sure to drop a link in the description box as well. Now once I'm here, my device is OnePlus 13s, so I will select OnePlus 13s over here. Now what I will do is I want to go to this option called Super Flasher. When I go to Super Flasher, you can see I have that particular file, stock ROM file. Now this is a whole zip file of 8 gigabytes. We don't have to download the whole 8 gigabytes file, but you want to make sure first it is corresponding to your version number. So you can see this is also the same file and this is also the same version. So in my case, it is matching, right? So after you've done that, what we only want to download the init boot file. For that, simply turn on browse zip. So just select this option called browse zip. It will only show you the browse zips. Over here, we will just scroll down a couple of steps below and we will find the init boot.image file. So we will download this init boot.image file right here. So once it's done, it will download in the background, so it's downloaded. Meanwhile, you want to install KernelSU. So you could use other root process like SukiSU or other processes. I'll just download KernelSU over here. So go to browser and type in KernelSU and just scroll down to the releases tab right here. And from here, you want to scroll down again and just download this KernelSU APK. So once the KernelSU APK has begun downloading, I'll go to downloads and I'll install it right here. So allow the permissions and install it. And of course, we'll open KernelSU and of course, it'll show that it's not installed. So what we have to do is now tap on this not installed tab, select a file. Now the file that we just downloaded, which is init.boot image file, we will patch this file. So just select that and tap on the next option. Always make sure to select this device KMI option. So in my case, it's 15.6.6 right here. By the time you watch this video, it could be different. So make sure it's corresponding with your device KMI and tap on confirm. It will flash that particular file right here. So once it's done, basically, let me go to my file manager. Now you should be able to find the new file over there. So if I go to my file manager and then I go to my download section or somewhere, you can see this is the patched image. So you can see KernelSU patched. This one was the original file that we downloaded. This was the patched image file. We want to look at this patched image file. So transfer this onto your PC. So go ahead and do that. I will not be getting through each of those specifically, but just transfer that onto your PC now. Now on our PC, we have to download two things. First is we need to install the ADB drivers. So here you can see ADB setup. The download link will be in the description. Just double click and run this ADB drivers test and just install the ADB and fastboot drivers by just pressing Y and hitting the enter button and just installing all of these drivers or updating it again. So you can just go ahead and then install all of these drivers over here. So I'll just click on next, and if you've installed it, you can skip this process. Second, you want to download platform tools. So now after you download platform tools, of course you want to just double click platform tools, and from the top you want to just type in cmd. Now once we type in cmd, a command window is going to open here, and over here first let's type in adb devices. Now as long as all of our drivers are installed, you should be able to find your ADB device list. If it shows a list of serial number, it means that your phone is properly connected, and if it's not showing, it means that your drivers are not installed properly. So you want to check your drivers are installed. Now we will just type in ADB reboot bootloader. So type in ADB reboot bootloader like that and just hit enter. Your phone will now boot into fastboot mode. Again, I repeat, this process you should only do if you have unlocked your bootloader. So I will not be responsible if you try this without actually unlocking your bootloader, and if you are not selecting the correct version image file. Now once we've onto our fastboot, let's move on to our command prompt again, and let's check if it's properly connected by using the command fastboot space devices and just hit enter. And you can see fastboot space devices is also giving us the proper device using the serial number. If it is not showing, you have to make sure your drivers are installed. Now we will type in fastboot space flash space init underscore boot space. So I repeat again, fastboot space flash space init underscore boot space. Now we will drag the file that we patched using KernelSU earlier. So you must have transferred that onto your PC as I told you. In my case, you can see this is the KernelSU patched file. I'll just drag them over here like this. Now just hit enter. Make sure you get the command right. Now you can see it has successfully flashed the file on our device. Now we will just hit fastboot reboot so that our system will reboot now. So just go ahead and type in fastboot reboot, and when it's done that, now I'll show you the magic. Now it is also safe for you to unplug your cables. I'll just go ahead and do this now. Now let's just wait until this booting step is complete, and I'll show you whether it's rooted or not. So now you can see I've opened the phone. Now I'll just go to KernelSU app that we installed earlier, and now you can see it is said it is finally working. So now you can see finally it is working, and now you can just go ahead and allow super user access notification, flash some modules. And if you want to restore and unroot it, just flash the original init boot file, or if you OTA update it, your root is also going to get removed in that way. These are the steps on how you can root your OnePlus smartphone using KernelSU. I hope that this video helped you. It's a fairly new channel and your support would really mean a lot. So if this helped you, then do make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. As it stands, thank you for watching and see you in the next video.